Hey everyone, Michael here with Hello Cupcake It's Me, and today is the Saturday Chicken. It is August 2nd, 2025, and isn't it an interesting time to be alive? If you haven't done so already, please hit like and subscribe, then head on over to podcast.hellocupcakeitsme.com to check out the podcast that is updated every Thursday. Also, make sure you give hellocupcakeitsme.com some love. Check out all of my different social medias, and make sure you go check out my book, Carpe Diem Scroto: 365 Daily Affirmations, found at www.cdsthebook.com. And starting this Tuesday, you can find me on TikTok for TikTok Tuesdays. So, yeah. Anyways, how the hell is everyone? I am just waking up, getting my day started. Um, I've actually been awake for about an hour, but just kind of loafing around in bed. And I took about 20 or 30 minutes to make some breakfast. My grocery store had a killer price on eggs the other day. And I hate to say that it's a killer price because they were still $3.99 when, the same amount of eggs a few months or even like a year ago was 99 cents to $1.99, but whatever. So, yeah, I made some hard-boiled eggs. I have this little steamer basket thing from Dash, and you could arrange 6 eggs in there. If you get creative, you can do like a full dozen, but anyways, you just pour some water at the bottom, hit the button, put the lid on, and it sits there and it steams them. And by the time it's done steaming them, the there's like a little chime that goes off that's like boop 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 boop, and so yeah, now I have 6 I have 6 hard-boiled eggs. I got my Slim Fast and my morning breakfast of choice, peanut butter toast. Yes, I have 4 pieces of peanut butter toast, and that is because, well, it gives me the energy and the carbohydrates and the protein that I need and want. So there we go. Unofficially, I am down about 35 pounds now. When I stepped on the scale on Tuesday, so this particular scale, it hovers between like weight for me. Like I can't just step on it and it's like, oh yeah, boom, you're however much. So it'll go from like, say, I'm just using this as an example, but like 125 to 150. And I look at the numbers that it goes between and like the average, then I average that out. So if it's like 150 or 125 to 175, and it like stays mostly in the 50s, then I'll say, okay, 155. Since June 10th, officially, I have lost 21 pounds. So, but and that was as of July 16th. So, I don't know what it is now. Like I said, based on that like roulette scale that I use when I'm at the gym, I'm about 35 pounds down. So really happy about that. And Tuesday, y'all, I swam 1.42 miles. And I was in so much pain afterwards and just exhausted to the point where like it was making me sick to stay awake. Um but yeah, I powered through it. I don't know how I even pulled that off, honestly, but proud of myself. And I don't know if you've seen these on Facebook or TikTok or Instagram or whatever, but they're like these little challenges where you sign up for it, and then after you complete the challenge, you get like a little patch and a few other like little accoutrements saying that you've done X number of miles or you've completed this course or whatever else. And there's one coming up for September 1st to October 31st that I'm thinking very seriously about joining. The basic package is $24.95, and the most expensive package is $39.99. And with the $39.99, you get a hoodie with like your patch sewn on it, and a whole bunch of other stuff. With the basic $22 one, you only get a patch and a sticker. And I'm like, well, you know what? A patch is just as good. I don't need, everything else. Plus, they don't make the hoodies and stuff in my size, which I think is bullshit. That there is such a discrimination when it comes to plus size hikers and plus size people who are trying to be more athletic and outdoorsy. So but I figured what I could do is I could just get the logo that they use on the t-shirts, get a shirt of my own, and then have a local t-shirt place printed up for me in my size. So we'll see. But yeah, this challenge is 50 miles in 2 months. So September 1st to October 31st, you have to do 50 miles. And I was looking at my my walking and workout matrix and stuff, and last in July I did 56.62 miles. I was thinking about it. I was like, if I do 2 miles a day, that's 25 days. So if I do 2 miles a day for 25 days, I will get that patch. I said, even if I missed a day or two, I still have all of October to do it. So I think I'm going to go and try it. But yeah, last night I started packing all of my backpack stuff, and I realized that I either need a bigger backpack or I really need to reassess what I'm taking with me, because so far, just with my stove system, my sleeping bag, and my sleeping pack, I have almost no room whatsoever inside my backpack. So that hasn't accounted for my food. That has not accounted for like a lot of things. So I just got to see if there's a way for me to attach my sleeping bag and stuff to the bottom of my sleeping, or to the bottom of my backpack, or what the deal is. But yeah, I'm feeling really good about the progress that I'm making. The other day I did a 17-minute mile, and I did not want to go. I really did not want to go walking that day. I was just like, you know what? I am done. I'm spent, but I need to. So let me just get up off my ass and go do it. Threw on my iPod, started listening to my book, and before I knew it, I was back at my car, and it had taken me 17 minutes to make the entire track. And I was walking at an average pace of 2.34 miles an hour, which I know isn't very fast, but for somebody as big as I am, that's pretty damn quick. I would love to figure out what my gait is, like how far my steps are. Um, I also realized that I walk very stiff-legged. I don't like bend my knees that much. And so I'm wondering if that is having any kind of adverse effect on my hips, or if, I start bending my knees more and walking, that um, it would help with my stride, would help with my lower back, the whole 9 yards. So that's what's been going on in my universe as of the last couple of days. Everything else, just kind of pushing along, and been doing a lot of self-reflection lately, like reflecting on the people who have come into my life, who are still in my life, and the people who have left my life for whatever reason. And then, just kind of, I took about 15 minutes last night just to speak gratitude into the universe for everything that's going on in my life, everything that, all the people who have come into my life, who have stayed in my life, who love me for who I am, who have no major expectations of me, so on and so forth. Being thankful for the new friends that I have, being thankful for the things that I've been able to do, the things that I've been able to see, the things that I have lived through, both good, bad, and in between. There's a very good chance I could have lost my life in the house fire. There's a very good chance that I could have lost my life when a gang member pulled up next to me when I was walking through an alleyway, and they questioned me where I'm from, and I'm like, you don't need to know that. Like, just being stupid and naive about what kind of danger I was actually in. And, just thinking about my youth in Southern California and my early 20s partying up in Los Angeles and in the Inland Empire, partying it up in San Bernardino, of all places. Like, you know, anyone who knows anything about Southern California knows that San Bernardino is a dangerous place. And, having lived there for, let's see, from 1999 to 2003, and going to college, and, going through the hood of places, like literally the hood. Mm. But, sometimes you just got to stop and put that out into the universe. Like, thank you for helping me through these times. And, you could be praying to God or whoever, whatever is relevant to you. But a lot of times just putting it out there really helps with just bringing positivity into your life. So, and tonight, I'm meeting up with some friends, and we are going to the bar. There's some live music that's being played tonight, and I could give a damn about the band, honestly. I mainly just want to go to hang out. But outside of that, really no other weekend plans. So I still would love to be able to go to the movies and go see like Fantastic Four or something. Maybe that might be something that I try to orchestrate for Sunday. But my original plan for Sunday was I was going to try to make a 5-mile walk. And I kind of want to do that. And I also want to go to the movies, but I know I can't do both because if I do the 5-mile walk, then I'm going to be too tired to go to the movies. And so, plus, Monday and Tuesday, I have obligations with my friend group. Monday is a goodbye barbecue for a lady who is part of our little group. She is moving to Pennsylvania to be closer to her family and to transition into a assisted living facility. So it's kind of bittersweet. And then Tuesday, me and two of my girlfriends were taking another friend of ours out for brunch, and just going to be celebrating her birthday and the fact that she's just an amazing person. So yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I have a few dollars saved for the brunch. The barbecue, there's like no cost associated with that. So it's just bring a dish if you can type situation. So anyways, yeah, so that's what's going on the next few days for me. And outside of all of that, I have just been working on my new blog and my new YouTube channel and my new Instagram account and stuff like that for all of my hiking and backpacking stuff that I'm doing. Trying to get a sponsor to pick me up for either a backpack or some kind of gear. I would love it if I could get a backpack and like a camping stove situation. I got one from this company called Fire Maple, but they have better units than the one that I have that I purchased myself. Thank you, Amazon Prime Days. But I figure that my sponsorships will come when my sponsorships come. And I also got to start working on my wine blog. I have a very successful amateur wine blog, and I realized that I have not updated this summer. I only update during the summer. So I have like 46 bottles of wine. And of those 46 bottles, I have 7 new bottles of wine that I need to test or, introduce, take pictures of, social media stuff, like, whatever, and go from there. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, I am going to let you go, and I'm going to eat my toast and answer some emails. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put them in the comment section down below. Let me know how you watch me. Like, how do you consume my materials? Do you consume everything that I put out, like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, the whole 9 yards? I would like to know, are you interested in learning about those other social media platforms that I have going on? What would you like for me to talk more about? We also have that community tab, so we can start utilizing that and just doing a Q&A session there, or just making connections between the viewers. So anyways, guys, I'm going to let you go. Remember, you are doing the best you can with what you have available to you. Don't add to the population. Don't subtract to the population. And only be a Karen if you absolutely have to be. Not just because you can be, but because, like, there's no other way to get across. So no one likes a Karen, and nobody likes a Wallace. A Wallace is what I call a male version of Karen because guys usually punch holes through walls, so they're Wallaces. Anyways, I will talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.